What is it that makes a place our town? In New Brunswick, art on the street and on stage at the George Street Playhouse asks this question.
The name of our town is Grover's Corners, New Hampshire, just over the line from Massachusetts. Latitude 42 degrees 40 minutes, longitude 70 degrees 37 minutes.
Our town first opened in 1938 at the McCarter Theater in Princeton before moving to Broadway. Playwright Thornton Wilder was friends with writers like Hemingway and Gertrude Stein.
The play is such a celebration of life, but also of a community.
Jim Jack, director of education at the George Street Playhouse, pulled together stories from all over New Brunswick for a play called Our Town Now, starring people from the community.
So, lights up on an empty stage. I thought this was such a ripe opportunity for George Street to explore this collectively. And so we started asking questions to people that what would it be, how can we celebrate the people who live and work in New Brunswick through the arts?
The name of our play is Our Town Now, and it takes place here in New Brunswick and owes its inspiration to another play that premiered in this state 75 years ago. I'm talking, of course, of Thornton Wilder's Our Town.
That play takes place in a small town called Grover's Corners, up in New Hampshire in the early years of the 20th century, with a population of just over 2,000 people. Even in those days, New Brunswick was 10 times as big as Grover's Corners.
New Brunswick is called Hub City because the river, highways, trains, and all kinds of people cross paths here. Hub City, Our Town, a celebration of the arts and community in New Brunswick, took the classic American play citywide. The American Repertory Ballet performed Our Town, the dance. There was a photo contest. Topic, New Brunswick, Our Town. And on a very windy day in April, the New Brunswick Community Arts Council staged Paint Our Town.
Arts is like a universal, ageless thing. So when you show paint to people, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, I'll take a paintbrush, I'll express myself.
It's what New Brunswick means to you. What inspires you? What are your favorite places in New Brunswick? What do you think of when you think of New Brunswick? And put that on the vinyl.
It shows people like, listen, this is how we feel about this town, we want you to feel what we feel, we want you to understand where we're coming from.
When we can speak to each other and share the different stories from different communities together, we stop becoming so isolated, and I think that's a big challenge of our time, is how do we stay connected, It asks us what type of community we want to be, and I think New Brunswick and every city is always at a crossroads of that question.